Hey guys, I'm Caitlin from Leave Me Alone Plants, and today I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about this sweet potato vine. Now, the first thing that people always ask when I talk about my sweet potato vine is, oh, does it grow sweet potatoes? Now, funny enough, this was actually a question that I had when I first stumbled upon this plant on Instagram or Facebook or wherever it was. I was like, oh wow, is that really what a sweet potato plant looks like? Now, this variety that I have right here, it actually is not the same exact plant that grows the sweet potatoes that you and I know of. However, if you go to this plant and pull it out of the ground and you undo all the roots and you get everything clean, you'll see these tubulars in here. And those tubulars that are in there actually are edible and I guess technically could be considered a sweet potato. Like I said, they're just not the sweet potatoes that you and I know. They're very small and they are pretty bitter, so they never really caught on as a crop. But this plant is more so grown for ornamental purposes. As you can see, it has these really cool shaped foliage, and it's kind of got this purpley color, at least this variety. This variety is called a Sweet Caroline, but there's a ton of other varieties out there. I believe one's called a blackie. That one's, completely black. I think that one's the coolest of all, to be honest. Sorry, little guy. But there's also a couple other varieties. I believe there's one that's called Emerald Lace, and then there's one, it's a red one, I forget what it's called. But yeah, if you end up liking this plant, there are a lot more types that you can get. Now, this one I believe is the one that's the most common. I just picked this guy up at my local Home Depot. Now, of course, don't judge me. I literally still have it in the pot from Home Depot. I honestly have a really hard time finding like big cover pots, like approximately this size that I like. So if you have somewhere that you like to shop for big cover pots, please drop it in the comments down below. I never really can find them anywhere that I go, so super curious about that one. They're native to Mexico, and that's going to be a great way of thinking about how you're going to want to take care of this plant. So this plant is going to be drought tolerant, which is fantastic. If you're somebody like me who grows your plants outside somewhere where it's really hot and really dry, and you're just not somebody who's always on top of watering, it's a nice insurance plan to have in there that if you forget to water your plants for a while, they're not going to completely, crisp up and die. So, if you notice the soil is completely dry, of course, give this guy water, but this is one of those plants you don't have to stress out about. It will be fine basically no matter what. Those tubulars that we were talking about before is where I believe that they hold the water. So while they might not be delicious for eating, they are great for keeping your plant healthy and alive. Now, again, going back to thinking about, Mexico's natural environment, very bright sun. So again, these guys are going to like to be in a very bright sun. Here in Arizona, you'll see them used in landscaping where, it gets direct sun all the time, and despite the fact that the foliage it feels very thin and light and like it would burn to a crisp in the sun, it actually does completely fine. And this is a great plant if you have one of those spots that is full sun and you're like, oh my god, I have nothing that can grow there. This guy will survive there. But if you are trying to grow this inside, I do either recommend, as always, putting it really close to a window where it's going to get some bright light, or opting for a grow light on top of your natural lighting situation. Now, you might be able to see it, might not be able to see it, but the new leaves, when they come in, they actually come in green, and then the back side of the leaves, when you look at them, they actually have this kind of green color too. I always love that on plants where they're almost like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not like a chameleon, but like shape shifting, but not shape shifting, like color shifting. I know there's a word for it, but I can't think of it. But I love those plants that when you look at them from different angles, they almost look like different plants. And that is definitely how this plant looks. Now, if you have one of these, or your friend has one of these, or you're just walking past some landscaping and happen to see one of these and you're like, man, I would really like that plant, but I don't want to pay for it. These guys are super easy to propagate, so like most stemmy plants, as you can see right here, if you just come up to one of these guys, I typically say go, a couple inches in and just cut below the nodes. So say you wanted to grab all these leaves right here, you would just snip right below at this point. I'm not sure if this is picking up on the camera at all. I'm never sure how good that's going to be explanation wise, but yeah, you can propagate these guys this way and then, you know, just let it root up and you'll be good to go. Or you can just divide them all together. Alright, you guys, well that is all I have today about this sweet potato vine plant. Hope you found this video helpful, but if there was points that you were hoping that were in this video that weren't, of course, leave a comment down below and I will do my best to help you out and figure out what your problem is. Don't forget while you're here to give this video a like if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more videos on plant care tips and, you know, just plant stuff in general. We're trying all kinds of new stuff here. Still a bit of a new channel, so would love your support along the way. Thanks so much for checking out this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.